Isaac, I hear you, but I think you're making a really big leap to still want to believe in your God and believe in miracles and things of that nature instead of the power of cause and effect. And in this case, we're talking about an evolution of technology built on the innovations and curiosities of man. So effectively, you're saying that what you don't call miracles are the results, but the fact that a doctor knows how to remove cancer, you say that the doctor having that knowledge is the miracle. So what you're saying that thousands of years of medical evolution is what you're calling a miracle instead of the fact that at some point man recognized that certain plants healed people. And then we start to recognize the internal organs of man and how the body works. And then we got into microscopic organisms and understanding different things of radiation and all these different technologies just built one on top of another. And through the building of that technology, we are where we are today. And 100 years from now, even more things will be built on top of the information that we have today. You are calling the progression of intellect the miracle. In other words, man is just an empty, dumb shell, and God is giving the miracles of knowledge as we move along through time. That is the wind blowing and hitting with the blinds. So as we move through time, I guess the fluttering is a miracle because some man invented or woman invented a blind system to cover your windows and actually windows that go up and down and the wind blew and the blind shuddered. But they invented that, and that's a miracle. That man was able to invent blinds, curtains. You spoke about engineering feats. The fact that man figured out a way for us to live in a house and to have central heating and central air, to have lights, that all those things are the miracle of the fact that we have the knowledge to do so that has been built over centuries of time. I think that's a, yeah, I don't think that's a big reach, my guy. That's a big reach. That is really having a desire to lower man to base animal levels. And so that man can't accomplish anything unless this God places the knowledge of miracle inside of them. You would even be taken away from your own Bible, where it says that Adam was in the garden and God brought the animals to Adam to see what he would name them. That it wasn't Adam. The miracle was the fact that Adam came up with a name. But it says that Adam came up with the name, not God gave him the name, that he came up with the name, told him to tend the garden, and he tended the garden without instructions from your God. So it would go against that entire thought process that he's giving this knowledge, and this knowledge is can only come from your God. So I guess that would put primates in the same level because there are primates that have shown that they are communicating with each other, that they are coordinating attacks, and that some even use tools. Like there are certain monkeys that use tools to take a stick and put it in an anthill and then eat the ants. And they figured that out, how to use a stick as a tool or to crack open, nuts in other areas or to go wash their fruit. That all of those instinctual things that these animals have progressively learned to do are miracles that a monkey would use a stick. And you're putting us in the same category of monkeys using sticks in order to create something, but all of that being a miracle of God. And we're nothing but monkeys using sticks. Doesn't quite sit well, does it? Doesn't make any sense. Because how can you give, if I learn how to use a tool, use this laptop, based on the instructions from other people who over time have created computer systems. God had nothing to do with me becoming a Microsoft systems engineer, a Microsoft certified trainer, Cisco Certified Network Administrator. I studied. I studied and I worked on the systems in order to be able to do that. God didn't give me any knowledge towards that. I studied the books. I did the labs. I taught the classes. I worked for the companies. I became an MCSC and an MCT. And I know that stuff is outdated because of my study, not because God just downloaded information in my head. If that happened, that would be the miracle. That would be the miracle. If I just sat here and all of a sudden I know everything about astrophysics, that would be a miracle. But the fact that I had to study to gain the knowledge, not a miracle. No. So I can't get down with you on that one. But you have a great day. Remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.